They call me the Hamwi anomaly, I never listen like the Ozzy. That's why the Versace beats follow me. An honoree in the presence of kin. Memorize like the G's last name, 7 and I'm in. Every summit I've been, that's where the number of men with every numbers of 10. Sharing our human sins, bearing the burden of inferior skin. Penance for the wind, carrying sin. Feet to the pavement raw, these are statement talk. Jesus miracle walk, breathe spiritual art. Glean lyrical heart, see Jericho part. And deep dreams of thought, supreme pinnacle mark. Team cynical, scholarly, and morality. Like it's politically about economy and chopping up a beat like bitches with the meat knife. Bad mind and modern P. If you got love for Palestine, put your peace signs in the air right now. When I say free, you say Palestine. Free? Yeah. When peace at once flourish, all I can see is suffering. My cousins are malnourished, the land taken for buffering. Uttering a cry for help is pretty useless when people view your whole existence as useless, ruthless dictators misrepresenting the sign of your life away without your consent. Skepticism and pessimism's all I feel, cause nepotism and Zionism won't heal. Belittling soldiers are riddling shoulders and backs with the marks of a person that's what's done to black and Native Americans that have vanished from sight. Yeah, that's why they can't understand why we fight. See rights being stripped more than cars in the ghetto. But folks like us are like dust that don't settle. The thorn in your side is the wool with the tide. Has never had any reason to hide, so we ride out in the open in broad daylight. Rocks and fists ready to topple these regimes despite odds of what it made the average poker player think. And we proving that we ain't no mice. And still sometimes I'm feeling like a lab rat. The type of scientists like to take stabs at. The type of designers love to give bad raps. Why? They say we're terrorists that are mad strapped like bags of crack. They flip us from their hoods to the news. The Alpha to Tel Aviv to the televised news. They say we're all suicidal and under suspicion. Some say the freedom fighters on a mission to go to some paradise. Now, let's tell you a little something about that right there. I wrote that when I was 17 years old. If you told me that 15 plus years later, Palestine would still not be free, I wouldn't have believed you back then. But the older I get, the harder it is to face these systems of oppression, to understand just how interconnected this all is. It's so complex. You know, when I first started writing, a lot of it was about Palestine. It was a cause that was very near and dear to my heart. Like I said, my brother and my sister are both married to Palestinians. My aunt, so I have a Palestinian family. Israel occupies a portion of Syria. So much of the politics in and around the Middle East and so much of the devastation and the war can be linked back to that directly and indirectly, this issue, the issue of Palestine. And it becomes harder and harder to understand when you look at a place like Syria today. Unraveling right before our eyes, within 3 years, hundreds of thousands of people gone. And God knows what is going to come next. But we have to understand that those people who rose up for freedom, for justice, had that very same inclination, intention in their hearts to want to live in peace on this earth without feeling that disgusting weight of oppression on them, where these cults of personality are heralded, wherever they may be, especially in Syria. The statues, the faces looking down on you, using and abusing and exploiting the Palestinian cause and the Palestinian people to put more money in their own pockets. And so it becomes very tricky and very complicated. And I've faced a lot of heat, I know, from Palestinian activists over the last couple of years for my stance on Syria against Assad regime. But I have to just state this very clearly. I do not support violence in any way, especially mindless violence, especially the type of violence that is used to brutalize people decade after decade. My father was from the city of Hama in 1982. Over 30,000 people perished within the span of a week. And this created a fear, a healthy fear in generations of Syrians, 7,000 miles away here, whispering the name of Bashar al-Assad, thinking that somebody would be lurking around the corner. And now, you look at a place like Syria, tens of thousands of Armenian refugees, hundreds of thousands of Palestinian refugees, millions of Iraqi refugees, all in the same boat as the rest of the people there. And it's because it's all connected. We're familiar with the term Syriana.
dividing up the Middle East to serve Western oil interests. It's happening, it's been happening, continues to happen. At the end of the day, I can recognize the simple fact that there is a basic humanity that binds me, the people of Palestine, the people of Ferguson. And I think that's what ultimately has to be driven home. At events like these, with our friends and our conversations with people, that it's that basic humanity that binds us all, that is really the driving force behind these freedom movements. It's what it is. It's not some love to want to fight and blow yourself up and do crazy shit. It's not that. We're all the same. We're all one and the same. I just want to offer on a little tangent here, but I want to thank the U.S. campaign for doing what it does year in, year out, thanklessly, many times. People don't realize how much a movement like this can change and be a tipping point. And so, thank you all, everybody who's actively involved in the U.S. campaign. I don't know how much more time I have on here. Keep going? All right. Keep going? All right.